All right. Spear here. More Indy fixed ovals at Pocono. Now, we're trying something new this race because, well, the other ones haven't been working. There have been so many accidents at Pocono this week. I've been watching other people race. I've been seeing results, and it's just a mess. Everybody...
Hey, George, how are we doing? Long time no see.
50 laps. Be ready, we're about to go green.
Doing all right, Graham. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Everybody, I've been watching races, I've been looking at results, and each race is just total carnage. One race, a guy was saying how great it was. He finished like in the top 10 or top 5, I don't remember. But it had 6 cautions in a 50-lap race, and that's just crazy. I mean, there's just so many accidents. It's unbelievable. So what we're going to do is start last. Except I see there's 2 people who haven't even bothered to start. They're going to start from the pit lane, which I guess is the safest way to do it, but the real safest way to do it is just to hang out in the back. Because then you make up some more seconds. You're not completely abandoned. As you see, the shenanigans have already started, and we are so far back behind the field. I'm looking at the guy, I'm like, what is that guy doing? He's just pulling over and didn't want to race. So I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. This is really crazy. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. Get some fuel set up just in case. Now, hopefully, we're just going to hang out and not get into too many issues. That's the plan. Hang out and stay out of trouble. But I've already passed 5 cars. Not good. I don't want people behind me.
Green, green, green.
But the problem is the people in front of me. The people in front of me will crash too. So you're like,
Scott
what do you do?
is now in the lead.
Because I'm thinking about it. What should I have done? Because the problem is the cars in front of me will spin and crash, and then there's nowhere for me to go. But I don't want to be near the guys at the back because they will crash into me as well. So kind of between a rock and a hard place, there's nowhere to go. Do you go, this guy, what's he doing? I don't know what he's doing. And I think like me, he wants to hang out and be safe, but instead of being safe, he's being unsafe by slowing down.
Gap 2. Seiler behind is now
Swerving
1.6.
from in to outside. It's just...
Starts okay. We're still in good shape here. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 0.8.
Let's see what happens. Again, I'm expecting lots of cautions.
B18.
P18 out of 22. Somebody's already in the pits. That was the guy we passed on the outlet. This race did have 3 splits, so there's somebody over there. Where do we go? Okay, he disappeared. Did he go over the fence? He might have gone over the fence there. Did you see that? He was bouncing around and it looked like he might have bounced over the fence.
The leader has just done a 41.9.
That is crazy. But all those guys behind us will now catch up, so that's not good. It just puts more cars around us.
P17.
But see, this is what I meant. There's lots of cautions. We're on lap 3 now. So we did lap 1 and didn't get to lap 2. Well, didn't finish
Gap ahead
lap 2.
is now 0.9.
So we did 1 lap without a caution. And these cautions are not, well, actually, they are somewhat short. The lap is kind of long in them, but typically they're only 2-lap cautions. Although, and I think it was one of my other videos, one of them had a delayed green. I don't know what happened, but some guy stopped on track and then started going again. Got everybody out of order. I'd never seen a delayed green in an official race before. I saw it in leagues, but never official racing. Alright, so let's pit. We don't need to pit, but it's all part of the strategy. That we don't want a bunch of guys around us, and hopefully the guys behind us will, well, they're way back there. The guy is not even keeping up with me.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Got a new spotter, crew chief. Never used it before, using it now. So we'll see how that one works out for me. Just a cool, casual stop, hanging out. Not causing trouble. This is not the way you'd expect racing to be, but it's the way racing is.
All clear. Push now.
It's ridiculous. 2 to green. Oh, that should be 1 to green. Somehow we got the 2 to green. That's not good. Well, what are you going to do? But yeah, this is eye-pacing. There's so many accidents at Pocono. It is what it is. We'll pop in for a little more fuel. And you have unlimited tires as well, so why not? If there was a limit to how many sets of tires you could take, I wouldn't pit so much. I don't know if that'd be a good thing or not. I don't know.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 0.9.
0.9. Don't know what that's to. So the crew chief still needs, I guess, some fine tuning. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what 0.9. I looked at the other cars around and I wasn't.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Engage limiter.
0.9. Why they would announce it at the final turn, I don't know. So we'll see. It appears number 6 is also intentionally slow, like I am, because I had let him. I just sat in the pits and he still wouldn't go, so I had to pass him. So I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt me. Him being behind me.
Exit's clear. Push.
Push! We're going! Bush. Alright. 1 to green. Now it's single file restarts IndyCar, so we'll be back quite a bit. Because probably won't tighten up the formation either. So there's one guy, he's already to the inside. I don't know. But oh well. Let's take it easy. Let's relax. Let's stay out of trouble. My crew chief did not even tell me it's green. That's odd. I'm used to the other one.
Scott is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.4. P19.
Scott behind does not want to pass me. I'm
Car
just
ahead is
cruising in a straight
silent.
line, and he won't. He doesn't want to pass. I can't blame him. Who wants to be up with the other cars? It's just crazy. But see, the key is I've got to figure out when is it going to not keep me going yellow. Like during the last, after the last yellow, and it's going to be when it's green. You need to be on it. You need to be up there. So that's really. See, look. What do we do? One more lap. We did one lap there as well. So this race will take. More than an hour.
The leader's just done a 41.8.
But there's another car now. You'd think more cars would have dropped out by now, but if it's just going to be one at a time, we might have trouble. You had hit somebody, didn't you?
18th.
Although,
Just
to be
done
fair,
a 53.9.
I rammed somebody, and that guy got rammed, just T-boned by somebody else, and the guy continued in the race. The two that hit him were out. He was stopped on the track. I clipped his front. The guy behind me just drives right into him, but he kept going. So figured that out. So these accidents are just taking out one car at a time. Although we're down to 19, let's see, there were how many starters? 22, I think. But I think one that number 3 car that we passed on the formation lap. I think he just quit. I think he was having internet problems. So. To 18. Yeah, there were 22. I was number 21 out of my car number is 21 out of 22. We're in the second split. I had 3 splits, I think. Yeah, all these guys keep pitting just like me.
Watch your speed.
Every yellow we're pitting. Oh, number 6 stayed up. What's he thinking? Something we're gonna roll in a lap 8. Well, maybe he's not as chicken as me. This guy practically stopped in my spot. Just a casual Sunday drive. Uh-oh. What's going on there? A couple cars staying back. One was the guy in front of me. I don't know what he was in there. I guess he was just letting me go.
It takes it's clear.
But it looks like that car number 11 might have been in that accident. Because he's just sitting there. It looks like he's getting some repairs. Looks a little cloudy out there.
You're reeling Seiler in. The gap's now 2.0 seconds.
Is that from the start finish? I guess that's from the start finish, but announcing it this late is silly. Alright, now my fuel calculator is kind of messed up. Because the fuel calculator works on how much you've been using to give you an average of how much you're going to need. And, well, we've just been doing yellows around, just going around slowly and slowly.
Watch your speed.
So my fuel calculator is saying, well, we'll keep doing it at this speed the whole race. I hope not. Wouldn't that be something? Oops. See number 11. Is he going to stop for more repairs, or yeah, it looks like he's stopping.
The car
for more
behind's
repairs.
pitting.
So I think he's going to have problems. Well, I know he's going to have problems because you can't really repair these cars. Indy cars do not repair.
Pit exit's
I
clear.
mean, they'll say you're repaired, you're ready to go out there, but it'll never be the same. You can't get to the same high speeds if there's anything wrong with the car at all. So, I mean, it's disappointing. You can still run around. I mean, if he just ran around at the back, he'd probably, I think, have a half decent finish. Because there are so many wrecks here. Although you'd think there'd be a big one. Multiple cars. You know, like a big 5-car one. But there are so many wrecks that just by hanging out, that's my plan. Hang out for a while. Let's see what happens. Man, look how wide everybody's gone. The cars are dicing so much up there. The thing is, I don't know why everybody dices so much right at the start like that, but it seems like it's easier to pass. Well, it's not hard to pass.
Seiler ahead is now 0.9. The car
On the
behind's
track,
pitting
'cause
now.
you get such a draft, things work out pretty easily.
There's a car leaving the pits. B17.
The guy who was on the outside of 3 wanted to go to the pits. Should have just taken the access road. They shouldn't have cut in front of me, that's for sure. Let's get on the brakes, dude. I'm the last one in the line. There's 40 seconds behind me till you get to another car. That causes a lot of trouble. Like when people go off track, they'll see a small gap and they'll go for it rather than waiting for the car to pass.
Good luck. That's your quickest today.
How quick is that? We got one under green. Okay, so we haven't had 2 under green, have we? Keep your fingers crossed. I'm getting some bad habits too.
Seiler ahead is now 0.9.
The way I'm taking these turns is not really very good, but since I'm going slower and just kind of relaxing, it's teaching me some bad habits. Yeah, the fuel calculator now saying I need a lot more fuel.
That was 42.4.
The green flag laps use up just a bit more. Somebody, the Graham guy was. Oh, that's another guy. Oh, what's he doing? Where's he going? Where's he going? Ah, just get on the brakes, dude. That's such an issue. It's like they don't want to get on the brakes, but it's like just get on the brakes. That's the big thing in racing. If there's an accident, get on your brakes. For the safety of everyone around you. I mean, you'll see it in all kinds of racing on TV and stuff, like NASCAR stuff. If the cars don't get on their brakes, they just go. I mean, sometimes you can if you're on the grass or something. you're just going to slide, but any kind of brakes helps. Better than nothing. Just going fast and spinning is just so unpredictable. A couple lapped cars behind. How far are they back? A couple laps. Guy behind us, car number 3 is 4 laps down. Car number 11 is 2 laps down. Number 11 was the one involved in an earlier
Gap to
accident.
Seiler in front is
20,
now
number 3 there.
1.6 seconds.
Guy with internet problems. Okay, so what was that? 2 green flag laps? Or just 1? Oh, now I know why it's always 2 to green, because there's cars that are laps down.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Yep. Number 11 there can't pit. Pit was closed to you, dude. Number 11 just got a black flag. On the first time around in the pits, only the cars on the lead lap can pit. If you're a lap down, because I was just talking about that. Why sometimes it was just 1 lap to go, and other times it was 2 laps to go. It's 2 laps to go because there's cars that are a lap down and they can't pit the first time by. So he pit under, so he's getting a black flag. Not that it really matters, but still.
All clear. Push now.
I don't know what that guy's doing. Oh, he just stopped. Yeah, so the guy who was 4 laps down is just disconnected. Okay. Disconnected for 20th, I could have said you'd at least get, 17th maybe. Every little bit helps. It's always really frustrating, some of these races. All these accidents you'll have and stuff, but never give up. That's for sure. You never know what'll happen. You pick up a couple spots just on the last lap. On the last lap, where people are dicing ahead of you, even if they're a lap ahead of you, they crash out. Well, not on the very last lap, but the next to last lap. If they crash out, you could get
The car behind is pitting.
The car behind is pitting. Better not.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
He can't serve his black flag yet. He's got to serve it under green. All right. How many sets of tires is this? Guy seemed like in a hurry.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Push, push, push. Alright, so the guy ahead of me, number 11, is 2 laps down. Number 7 is 1 lap down. It's possible, but unlikely that they'll ever get those laps back. Because a lot of people just stay out. People are on all different strategies now. At this point, not everybody ahead of you is going to
You're
pit.
in this guy in.
Like when you're in some
2.4.
kind of NASCAR and a short and a when there's yellow, everybody will dash in. Or even in IndyCar, everybody will dash in sometimes. But there's been so many yellows that some people have pitted, some people have not. And so when there is a spot where some guys will need to pit, other people won't have to. So they're never gonna like be at the front of the field, and there's no lucky dog. So try not to look on that one. But never say never. Never know.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Seiler.
Technically, the guy ahead of us is somebody else, but now it's silent. We let the 2 lap cars go by. Now we're just hanging out. Let's do it. It's only lap 18 out of 50. Plenty of room for more shenanigans.
The captain,
Was
Seiler,
that wrong?
ahead is now 1.9.
Flag?
16th place.
Does it really seem like it should have? You're a lap down. You're not supposed to kill him first. So, I don't know. You might just be waiting. There's really no reason to wait, because if we get another yellow, you're not going to be able to serve another yellow then either. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just afraid of coming up here and suddenly braking and swerving to the pits.
Car outside.
That last lap was at 42.9.
Clear high.
Alrighty. Sometimes you gotta pass people. The guys that are lap down obviously have some kind of damage, so
The gap to Seiler in front is now
falling
0.7.
back too far. Now we gotta remember how to drive fast. It's the correct line.
That was at 41.9.
Just trying to get the draft. That guy's going so far inside. Turn 4.
Car low. Clear inside.
P15, you've just done a 42.0.
Okay, so that 11 is still out, so I don't know how that happened. Whenever I've raced the first time by, the lap cars did not get to pit.
The gap to Seiler behind is now 0.5.
Maybe you get an end of oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's not a black flag. Maybe it's an end of line penalty. Oh wait, he wasn't end of line either. That was
New
fine.
fastest lap for
Although I did
Walsh,
pit.
41.4.
Maybe he doesn't have to go behind people.
Walsh is leading the race.
That's the problem. There's really no place you can go in iRacing to get like the rules, pit rules, how many cars it takes to split or be official. There's no place for that. It's different in every series, so. What to say about the fuel calculator?
That lap was at 42.4.
Because it's still got some laps from yellow in its memory. I wish it was smart enough to know that when you're I guess that'd be hard to tell if you're super slow or just under yellow. But there's got to be it's more than twice your average. If the lap is more than twice your average speed, although your average speed is not twice your other speeds. Like if you're doing laps that are 42, so if it's more than a minute long, don't count it in the fuel. But then if the race ends under yellow, that could be confusing as well.
Your lap times are increasing. Come on, keep your focus.
Keep your focus. Sorry.
Gap to Seiler behind is now 0.7.
So he wants me to go faster, but see that gaggle of 4 cars up there? They're battling for position. Halfway through the race.
Place. That last lap was at 42.2. That's halfway. Should be about 21 laps of fuel left.
So it looks like we will need a little bit of fuel.
The gap in front has increased to 1.7 seconds.
So we'll need to make one more stop. But it's getting to that point where you're thinking, alright, I guess we need to take some chances. 2 or 3 cautions. 3 cautions. Fuel calculators evened out.
That was at 42.7.
Gaggle is straightened out into a line. Sort of.
Seiler behind is now 1.5 seconds.
But I do like to take it easy with the tires and such. I remember trying to be behind that number 9 car. He was overly fascinated by people trying to get the draft off. Going to the inside, going to the outside. Trying to break the draft somewhere. But who knows? Could be some other reason he's dipping down to the inside. I mean, if he would have stayed in that guy's draft, he'd be a lot closer to him. So I guess there is some other reason. And I'm wrong again. Spear says a lot of stuff. Very little, but seems to be correct.
Gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 0.5.
But you can only say what you think. I mean, if somebody gives you their opinion, it's just an opinion. Taking a guess as to why he dips down inside a lot.
Got a car high.
P15. That last lap was at 42.3.
Clear high. Car low. Hold your line.
Well, that was my fault.
Hold your line.
I don't want to hold my line.
Hold your line.
I don't want to.
Hold your line.
I don't want to hold my line. I'm going to let him back by.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Inside clear. Car high.
That lap was at 43.8.
Clear outside.
Because that lift, I've lifted too much in one there to get around the corner. Lost the guy in front. had to go outside on this one. I got things happen. One little mistake and you are you lose some positions. Losing a bunch of time.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 0.8, V14.
Let's see what we can do. A little less fuel. As you go, you gotta set the fuel calculator. Looks like we're gonna need just 2 gallons. But we're gonna be there for a while because I want the tires. The tires do last, well, it may last a fuel run, or may not.
Car inside. Clear low.
So, and since I am getting more fuel, that'll be 3 more laps on the tires. I just be dangerous. It really did. We can't push the tire. Yeah, I got it first. But we'll see that at the time. I mean, if they feel good when I'm due to pit, I'll have to think about it before I see what happens.
V13.
Okay, so anyone who didn't pit during all those yellows, 1, 2, you're going to be pitting now, aren't you? But I'm pretty sure people would have pitted during some of those yellows. Not that one.
It's a car rejoining in front.
But unfortunately, now they're good to go the race to the race, and I am not.
V10.
I mean, you got to pit sometime, I guess. Now's as good as any. Unless we get yellow. Are those guys falling behind a lap? Doesn't look like it. See, we've pulled away from the guys we passed. We got almost 4 seconds on them now. We're up to P10.
E9.
P9. Sorry. Even better.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 8.4 seconds.
So if I pit under yellow, everybody
The gap
behind
behind
is
is now 3.9 seconds.
Pit under green, everybody behind will pass me also. So let's just hope for a yellow.
Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits.
Heads up. Let's see what
V6.
The chief says that a lot, that people are exiting the pits, and I... Unless that just means somebody has started moving.
The leader, Walsh, is pitting.
Boy, I said that guy's name, the leader, Walsh. It sounded like he had an accident or something. Because the voice got excited and saying Walsh. But I guess that's not right. I came up with voices.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining. V4, you've just done a 42.6.
Possible for me to save 2 gallons. I didn't fix it.
The gap in front is now 8.0 seconds.
Here are those lap cars which we passed at the beginning of this run. Very good. So these are the guys with damage. As you can see, most of
Last
the
lap
damage
was
in
at
Indy
42.6. Scott is now leading, but the gap behind is now 5.8 seconds. The car ahead's pitting now.
Alright, so we got 8 laps of fuel. Less than 8 laps. 7 laps and a little bit of change.
P3, that was at 42.3.
You clear high.
Compromise my entrance. Thus compromising my
The gap
exit.
to Scott ahead is increasing. It's now 8.2.
Cheers, mate.
Got a car on the inside. You clear inside.
Three. Well, not really. So I wonder where I really am. I'm not getting a draft. So
The gap behind's increased to
I'm
7.6
not
seconds.
getting a speed boost. But not really getting held up by anything. It's hard to say because I don't know what kind of times the leaders are. The real leaders. Not the two guys in front.
The guy in front is Scott. That lap was at 42.7.
Are they saying 42.7 with Scott's time? But what, 8 seconds? That's... Yeah, see, that was the time I just hung out behind everybody. Lost 8 seconds.
The gap to Scott ahead is now 8.2.
I was thinking there'd be one more yellow at least, because that was pretty early. Was that like lap 15 or something? Fuel's dropping fast. 5 laps left.
Walsh is reeling you in. The gap's now 7.4.
All those guys are good to go too. Dang it. If we only had a bit more fuel.
P3.
I'm going to lose out to everybody. I was just looking to see how many... When I pit for fuel, I'm going to lose out to everybody. Because you lose just so much time. Darn it. I mean, even not taking tires, I'm going to lose out to everybody. I need 3 laps of fuel.
Walsh is gaining on you. The gap's now 4.1 seconds.
Well, I had a plan. The plan was to stay out of trouble,
That was at
away from the
42.8.
yellows,
This is the last lap of fuel.
and technically the plan
Hit this lap, in this lap.
I mean, because it did stay out of trouble. I mean, who knows where I would have been if I would have gotten in an accident, if I would have gone faster and closer to other troublesome drivers.
There's a car leaving the pit lane.
Hopefully they didn't give me a black flag for that. Nope. You can go in too fast, but you gotta slow down and average your time out between that.
The car
and the
behind is
first.
pitting. You've only got enough fuel for this lap.
But then I really tore up the tires there, didn't I? I'm a lap down? How did that happen?
Push now, we can catch this guy. Exit's clear. Push.
Can't catch those guys because I destroyed my tires coming in and didn't change them. But hopefully we can stay ahead of Pedro.
Gap to Scott. Ahead is increasing. It's now 5.6. The leader is pitting now.
We really needed a
The gap behind is now 4.0.
yellow. If we would have had a caution during that run, especially after everybody pitted, it would have been much better.
13th place.
Possibly could have gone to the end. And especially after everybody had pitted, we would have been in front of them.
Walsh is now in the lead.
Okay, yeah, we're now around now. Like I just had pitted him. So this is what we call an average finish, I guess. But of course, that was really kind of my strategy. I mean, just by hanging out in back and staying out of trouble, that was really my strategy for the race. It didn't
2 laps left.
try to push it. We would have done much better. We could have done much better, but we could have also just crashed out. Pocono is a track that there's a lot of accidents, as we saw in the beginning. I don't know why. I guess people are just too aggressive and don't pay attention to the other cars. I was surprised when we went too wide for a couple turns for that one guy that nothing happened. Why were there 2 cars that pulled over on the side of the road? We just gained 2 positions.
V11.
2
One more
freebies.
lap to go. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap.
Did they think they could go without fuel?
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
What? Doesn't make any sense at all. Alright, so 11th. Top half of the field. There were, what did I say, 22 starters? So, top half of the field stayed out of trouble, didn't have to work too hard. Like I said, we could have done better.
The gap behind is now 4.7 seconds.
You know, we lost at least 10 seconds just hanging out. Probably more.
V12. Okay, it's over.
P12. I'm in 11th, but okay. So this crew chief is a little wonky, and I think it's been out for several years, hasn't it? I don't think it's a new spotter program. So I'm a little confused as to how it's saying these things as well. Maybe it's something I did. Very possible. Had we gotten that caution when we needed, so that's the thing. You gotta take your chance. Had we gotten a caution during that long run after everybody else pitted? Who knows? All right. 11th, not bad. All right. See some laps. See some carnage. There will be some carnage. Which is the button? I think this is the button. Alright, right at the start. Some argy-bargy. Looks like those two might have had some contact. A little light contact. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the guy that went over the wall, I think. Looks like he's Iberico. Yep, he went over the wall. He did actually go over the wall. First to connect that one, and then he went over. So it gives us twice. Wow. And I don't know who those guys are. They always show pit stops. Hype. Oh, no, dude. That's that. I remember that guy. That's the pink guy that we passed. That's one of those starts. He was the one behind us, and he was lapped down, and then 2 laps down. Oh. Something I had to give there. All right. That's 2 cautions. 1 more caution. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That was the guy who was... You saw him with his fishtail. I'm like, just get on the brakes. And then you finally saw him skid to a stop. And that was it. See if there's any more incidents. But that was it on yellows. Oh, looks like he just touched the ball there. One way low, one way... See, the guy low just came out too far, too fast, and you knew the car was there. They had some contact. That happens a lot. Oh, that was 1 more yellow. So there were 4 yellows? 4 cautions? Uh-oh. Too low. That was scary. Notice the STP Spear car does not appear in these highlights. You gotta make air quotes when you call them highlights, because... Oh! Oh, that's what happened. The one car... That's what happened on the last lap. When I saw those 2 cars, I was like, did they run out of fuel? One of them was going to go pit, and the other one hit him as the one was slowing down to go to the pits. Yep. So that's what happened there. All right. All right. Oh, well. 11th. Middle of the road, but that's kind of what I was aiming for. Thanks for watching. That's IndyCars at Pocono. Again, I could do better, could go faster, but I want to get some finishes and just earn some points. Because when you get bumped out of a race, you lose 100 points, and that's horrible. But just getting some finishes and, you know, churning out some... I think we could have been 9th or somewhere up here. I mean, we've had some really good finishes. So, you know, like in Michigan, we had like a 2nd and a 3rd and a 6th, I think. Earlier in Pocono, I think I had a 6th also earlier in the week. So, well, all right. Cool beans. Thanks for watching, guys. That was Pocono Oval fixed with the Spear.